Here we go. Looking busy, and there's still quite a long time to go before the start. This is looking good. So here we are, just near St Giles. People starting to gather. That Piper's been there forever, though he's not. He's here for the tourist part. Look. So there's a man I recognise.
Hello everybody.
Yeah.
An independent land.
I know, that would be great, eh?
Good morning and a very warm welcome to Old Reekie, Edinburgh. We've got a beautiful day for the Believe in Scotland rally.
It's great,
and
isn't
it's lovely to be here. And thank you very much for all the work you girls are doing.
Oh, well, that's all right, yeah. So we're hoping for a good result off this election.
Yes.
Look, let's assume that whatever the majority is, there'll be a majority pro-independence in Holyrood.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
what would you like to see happen as regards pushing for independence at that point?
I'd like to see us at a fork in the road. For too long now, we have voted for people to be in the Parliament on the mandate of Scottish independence. We understand there's education, there's health and so many other things, especially at this time of need when people are absolutely, basically, basically skint and need a lot of help. We know that these things must be dealt with. I believe that in an independent Scotland, we should be able to use our money wisely. You know, we are thrifty here in Scotland. We are very thrifty, and we can make a penny stretch very far. Why don't we make the money and pennies, hundreds of thousands of millions of pennies, so stretch a lot further.
So that money a mickle makes a muckle.
Absolutely, and going to the right places.
Yeah. I just kind of think there's been a majority in Holyrood for years now, and Westminster just keeps saying no. I suspect they might try that again, but eventually, you know, if in the polling it was up mid-50s towards 60, surely at that point.
I think once again the people will speak for you know at the election, and you know sometimes. I don't want to sound despondent, but you know sometimes we can all be 90-minute Scots, but what we really have to be is 365, 24/7 Scots, and push for independence all the time, not just when it suits us at elections. We need to be on the ball all the time.
So if we get to a civil disobedience stage in the independence campaign, you up for that?
Well, as a pacifist, and a silent pacifist at that, I don't do violence in any sort of way. But I'd be quite happy to chain myself to something.
Yeah, no, so would I.
Yeah, I would go for that.
I don't mind if I end up with a police record. In fact, it would be a badge of honour.
I wouldn't chain myself to a unionist though.
I know.
One of these. I certainly wouldn't chain myself to them.
They're entitled to fly the flags, you know.
Absolutely.
Anyway. So listen, hey, really nice chatting to you.
Thanks
for doing that.
Thank you so much.
Still got a good time before we don't go off though, another 45 minutes. You come far yourselves?
Broxbourne.
Oh yeah, not too far.
Not too far.
Yeah. Of course, after independence, we'll have a whole new set of parties.
Then everybody will be able to vote for what they want, or you know, whether they're socialist or Tories or whatever. Yes.
But what they're going to do after this? Sort of ask Mr. Starmer for a referendum, or do something a bit more radical?
Well, I don't think it's a time for doing anything too radical at the moment, but I think we should definitely we should be pushing for independence, an independent referendum, and that's and demanding it really. If we get SNP majority or our Independence Party majority, then they should the independence is the issue.
It is, and but the trouble is, they've just said no up till now, haven't they?
Well, they'll just have to say yes. Yes.
I think the same actually. I think the more the kind of support for independence grows, the more difficult it is for them to carry on saying no.
Aye. Oh, they'll say no as long as they can.
Yeah.
But it's going to be unsustainable. It will happen. It will happen.
No nukes, that's good.
So are you optimistic for the result of this election?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, who knows? As long as Reform don't get in, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I know.
We need to crush them.
Well, they seem to be
Metaphorically speaking.
They seem to be falling over a bit
Yeah.
on their own at the moment,
Yeah,
actually.
true.
But yeah. Looks like pretty certain the's going to be a fairly big majority pro-India. I mean, it might not be all SNP, I suspect not,
Yeah.
but plus the Greens, it'll be pretty big.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So what would you want Scott Gov to do kind of immediately to start pursuing independence?
To improve the food system so we have organic food.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've only got 2% cover of organic farms at the moment in Scotland. And other European countries have got up to 25%, Austria more than 30%, and we're only at 2%.
Yeah.
And we need good food because there's going to be with what's going on in the Middle East, there's going to be food shortages.
Yeah. Excuse me, are you visitors here?
Yes.
What do you think of all this?
Oh, it's very interesting.
Yeah? Where are you from?
Canada.
Oh well, that's just that's Western Scotland.
It's Western Scotland. Fantastic. What do you think of all this?
Me and a friend have been running this podcast for 3 years, all to push for Scottish independence. I mean, that's the main thing Scotland needs to get doing. But we get the impression there's a fair amount of sympathy for that in Canada.
Well, we just asked for our independence over and over again politely, and it only kind of half worked. But I imagine there's quite a bit of sympathy. Yeah, I'm not sure actually.
Yeah.
But it's impressive, the culture and just the pride.
Well, it is a march for independence, but it's also about our culture. It's about our language, and it's about what kind of land we want to live in, and we don't want it to be told what to do from London any longer.
Understandable.
Yeah. Whereabouts in Canada?
British Columbia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Have you been?
Once.
Okay.
Yeah, smashing. Felt very much at home.
Yeah, well, I feel pretty at home here.
Yeah, that's good. Well, have a good trip.
Thanks so much.
Nice to chat to you.
Good luck with things.
Yeah, thank you. So definitely building up here, and it is Edinburgh, so of course it's windy. Oh, look at that one. I've just bumped into Cole Merrick, who is standing for Holyrood for the SNP. Might end up being my MSP, because the man just behind there is the one that's standing down. Do you like coming out on these marches?
I think it's absolutely fantastic. There is no doubt about it. Their independence is alive, and people are willing to get that over the line this time. And there's the sun out just to prove it for you.
So how are you going to get it over the line? I mean, there's going to be a majority. I mean, of whatever type, there'll be a majority down there. Maybe quite a big one.
Well,
so how will you get it over the line?
Well, UK law is based on precedent. So we've had an independence referendum. A generation before, 1 million new people haven't had a chance to vote. So that precedent has been set. You cannot continually deny democracy, and polls are showing us that we're always ahead at this time. So it's impossible for any nation to keep another nation down. We keep prosecuting our case, we keep making the point, and we don't get tired. And that's what those that would put us in our box do not like.
Yes, I know.
We're not going to get tired.
So listen, good luck in the election.
Thank you very much, Marty. It's lovely seeing you here today, as it is anywhere.
Countries which fought for and won independence from the United Kingdom, and there's a bloody lot of them. How many have regretted it? None.
I was on a lovely podcast.
Just pleased to be here.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and this is a march that's it's not really a protest. It's about celebration. We're celebrating our culture. You know, we're celebrating our history, and we're looking forward to our positive future that independence can bring, because we need all these powers to be able to realise our own destiny.
You should have persuaded the whole of
No, it's a self-determination.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We're really
Every nation deserves it's not deserve, it's a right for self-determination.
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely.
So listen, let's assume you get voted into Holyrood.
Yeah, of course.
Fantastic. And there's a big majority. There'll be a big majority pro-Indy.
Yeah.
It might not be all SNP, but there will be, right? So, what do you want to happen first to start pushing that agenda?
Well, I think it's really important that we drum up our support internationally as well. I think, you know, fighting it locally is not enough. And by locally, I mean within the UK, because they're never going to give us an independence referendum. You know, we need people on our side on a national level. So I'd like to see, you know, sort of a civic campaign movement that's led by the grassroots as well as politicians, but the grassroots should be leading it, because I think I want everyone to know on the world stage that it's the people of Scotland that want independence, not just the politicians.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Welcome to open your first embassy in Jakarta in Indonesia.
Oh, brilliant!
It is.
Salamat!
Because in our constitution, actually the preamble is saying self-determination is the right of every nation. That's why we give a solidarity.
Oh,
for
brilliant.
the cause.
So, where are you from?
I'm from Indonesia, but I've been living here more than a decade.
Yeah.
And I've been also working on self-determination of East Timor.
Oh, yes.
Imagine.
Yes.
So to me, it's not a new case. All right.
She's fantastic. Let's assume New Holyrood, big majority of whatever sort for independence. What would you like ScotGov then to do? What would you want?
I think to demand that Westminster recognises democracy.
See you later on.
Because if that number of people want independence after nearly 20 years of parties supporting independence being voted, it actually does represent the feelings of people of Scotland.
Yeah.
That they want democracy, and I think I think Keir Starmer has to be challenged on that.
And if Keir Starmer says, nah.
Well, I think there are some moves with United Nations and other agencies to try and put some pressure.
Simon.
Hello.
I mean, last time we talked to you, you were standing for a council seat down
I was in Stranraer.
You were in Stranraer, yeah. And here you are in Edinburgh.
Yes.
Great. Yeah. How are you feeling?
Oh, brilliant. I enjoyed watching your show this morning with Craig Dalziel. That's a very good reason for Scotland to become independent.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Yeah.
I want Westminster to give us our referendum. They say you're not going to have one until it's been a generation. But there's 1 million people now who couldn't vote in 2014, Scottish people, out of our 5 million population. It's time.
It's time. Hello, Samira.
Good morning.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, great.
How you doing?
Fantastic, yeah.
What a day.
Yeah,
what a day to be marching, isn't
Edinburgh,
it?
You did well.
Exactly.
It was raining in Glasgow.
Well, this is it. Welcome to Edinburgh. Welcome to our city.
Yeah.
What a vibe today. I think it's going to be a fantastic day, fantastic march, great vibes.
You optimistic about...
Incredibly optimistic. But also, look around you. You've got people from all ages and stages, and this is exactly what we want. Independence. No longer a colony, Absolutely. Let's go for it.
Well, hopefully you're going to be taking your seat down the road.
Yes.
Soon. That'd be great. We're looking forward to that.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We can only get hard work.
So let's say there's a fairly big majority for it. Maybe not all SNP, but fairly big. And Westminster says, yeah, so what?
It's the will of the people, and then
how do we take that forward?
Absolutely. So this is what the First Minister has set out. We have set the precedent when we had a majority in Scottish Parliament, and it's the letter of the law that we were following. But also, if Westminster keeps denying us, they need to explain to us a legitimate way forward, and this is the legitimate way forward. If we get a majority, then we have precedents to do this again. I know, just hear the atmosphere, it's electric.
It is electric.
Keir Starmer should be here and witnessing
I
this.
wish. I know. That would be great, actually.
Wouldn't it?
Well, look, good luck with all
Thank
the campaign.
you. Thank you very much.
I'm so sorry, do you think we could squeeze on this island with
go on
you?
there, you
Yeah, if you come across, can we come in
I'm
beside
just
you?
going to go here because
Yeah, that's
if I go any
perfect.
further I'll be in the road.
Exactly, no, absolutely. That's all. So we can squeeze in together. Thank you so much.
Sorry. On the pavement so the marchers get the pipe band can get past.
Back at the front of the line again, Leslie. Hello. Hiya.
If I give you one, I think every single fucking Actually, it was good the way it was.
Hi, Julian. Scottish Independence Podcast. Great joke too on the last day down at Holyrood. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Just a wee bit of. Sometimes politics needs to be that wee bit light-hearted and very nicely. So
yeah, but it was gracious. That was the thing. That was what I really liked about it. It was great because
he's done lots of really good stuff.
Yeah.
But are we gentle? Take the mickey. Never goes amiss.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's Brian Cox in front, next to the First Minister. Ross loitering behind, and Gillian's in front. There's Leslie. Holyrood Palace. I wonder what it'll be used for once we're an independent republic. Wow, look at that, eh? The march, main march, isn't even here yet. Did have a go at getting up there, but I couldn't get up.
Boris! Yeah! Kijk je haast als het hier schon in de kampanje.
Mark's coming up the hill now. Fantastic day up in Calton Hill with views across East Lothian all the way down to Berwick Law there. Yes, bikers out. Lining the road, I'll just take a wee trip. I guess one's still over there. John Swinney, various other folk on the front banner.
one over here. Thank you.
So you in favour of independence?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, great.
Came through from Glasgow, got the Glasgow ones here.
Yeah.
12 years.
It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Coming. We need
Yeah,
it. And I think people are getting it now when they see what's going on in the world, not even just in the UK
Well,
alone.
in the world, and also
everybody's struggling.
Also the UK. And I mean, the Labour government down south have been such a disappointment.
Well, they say one thing and do another.
I know.
How can you do that?
I mean, I can understand a lot of folk up here changed last year and voted Labour. Fair enough. I mean,
wanted
but
to
then,
change. Yeah.
but then first thing they do is stop the winter payment, turn their backs on the WASPy women. You know.
Why do that? They should be accountable. They should be made accountable and say, well, you turned your back on everything, what you said, what you promised the people. You're working for them, for the people, not for yourself and the money that you get.
Yeah.
They should be say, if they do that, they should get put out. Should be a clause.
I mean, you can understand sometimes.
If you do bad at your job, do you get the sack or you get a warning?
I mean, and sometimes, you know, circumstances means you really, really can't do something that was in a manifesto, but not all that stuff.
No,
I don't think so.
And the things that they do behind the back without consultation, that angers me so much. Even at a local level, come on, it's the people that'll tell you, even roads, even a pathway, watch where the people walk, that's where you lay your path. It's so simple.
I know, it's simple.
Where did the brains go?
I know.
You know, it's
that
like,
happened
come on.
everywhere we stayed. I mean, it's a long time ago, but there was they were planted trees and everything. It was great, and they didn't lay any paths. This is in Glasgow. But what they did was they waited to see where people walked, and then they came back and they laid the paths. And I thought, God, someone's got their head screwed on.
Somebody not sitting in an office behind a paper.
No, it's
with
one
a
of the
pen.
gardeners, I expect.
Oh,
Actually,
there you
over
go,
there,
aye.
really. So, do you think you think down in Holyrood there, just behind you, we're going to end up with a pro-independence? I mean, it might not be all SNP, I think, but you know,
It'll still
it'll be a lot
good.
of Greens.
It's pulling more people together.
Yeah, it is.
And collectively, they can do it. Look what the Greens have done.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
yeah, I know.
because people think it's all the SNP that have done stuff. And they get blamed for everything, all the bad stuff anyway. But the Greens have done a heck of a lot. But the policies are a wee bit different. And people say, oh, one that. You can't please all the people all of the time. But come on, give and take, work together, do it together. Collectively, we can do it.
Yeah.
And if you want to argue about it after,
Fine.
knock yourself out.
Yeah, I
Come
know.
on.
It's like your friend was saying, it's like when we come together,
It's a
actually,
nation.
it's much more stronger.
We're a strong people. Everybody loves us. You go over the world, they love Scottish people.
I was
Come
chatting to a
on.
couple of Canadians up on the Royal
Oh.
Mile, and I said, where are you from? And he went, Canada. I went, oh, Western Scotland then.
Yeah, well it is.
He kind of looked a bit, and his wife
I've got
started
family in
laughing
Scotland.
and
They
said,
moved
yeah.
over in the 50s.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yep.
I know.
And the Scottish names,
Yeah.
my cousins are all over there.
So if we ever get to the stage where we've got a load of pro-ND folk down in Holyrood and Westminster going nah, and we get to a civil disobedience part of the campaign, you up for that?
Aye, totally, 100%, 110%.
I'd quite look forward to it.
Well,
Actually, there's a bit of me
as long as
goes,
my
go
legs
on.
are working, my brain's working.
Carry on saying no, because then you'll see what you're up against.
I'll go in a car, somebody pushing me, I'll be there to the very end. I'll be on my deathbed going, independent. No, I want it before then.
Yes,
For
yeah,
my children, my grandchildren, and everybody, we need it.
Yeah,
a
it's true,
rich
actually.
country, come on. Don't listen to them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, we're doing it.
We could have that chant at our funerals. What do you want?
Aye.
A wee voice from inside the coffin. Independence.
We're at the top of Calton Hill. Took a long time to get up there. This march is huge, way bigger than they were expecting. That's what the stewards were saying.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, apparently it's being reported on BBC as 7,000, but I think it's
way more than that.
I think it's more than that. However, you know, we always disagree about numbers, but anyway, it's huge.
It's huge. Well, I know that normally when I film the march coming down to Holyrood, it takes about 10-12 minutes. It took about 30 minutes. So that just shows it's maybe 3 times as big.
Oh, do they hate my own country? They don't listen to your children.
To Argyll and Bute, we made our way to the peace camp of Faslane. For nuclear disarmament, we protest and we campaign. For the misery of austerity, still forced by London rule. £200 billion still found for Trident renewal. Then on to the Highlands, where tens of thousands died. To servitude and slavery in the colonies far and wide. 250,000 souls cleared from ancestral homes in a land the aristocrat and the Arab sheikh now own. We return to the capital of this northern British state. It drawed me at my tenement down by the Cannon Gate. I awoke in the afternoon and wonder I could say his lion rampant flag and shield placed there next to me. That's not why we fought, he said. It's not why Wallace bled. To bow and be subservient, lifeblood was not shed. He fought and died for liberty. Don't let it be in vain. Rise up, stand up, get off your knees. Be a nation once again. Rise up, stand up, get off your knees. Be a nation once again.
Thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to make sure you're following us and subscribe to us, then you get notified every time we put something new out so you don't miss anything. That would be great. Also, you can click the little bell if you're watching on YouTube.
And sign up for our mailing list. You can do that from the website, and we always send one out at the beginning of each month to tell you what's happening. Last but not least, you can buy us a coffee on coffee.com.